afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Illingdon Sports Centre for this, the final game of the regular season. It's round 22. And before us today, we have Rockdale City Suns taking on Sutherland Sharks. Hello and welcome. Will Gotsis calling all the action for you today here at Illingdon Sports Centre for what should be a fantastic game. Of course, both sides aren't in finals reckoning, but are looking to take home all 3 points, finish off the season on a high, and also take out the Leader Cup that is played between these two sides during the season. Of course, round 11 was a 1-1 draw between the two sides, so the victor today will take home the Leader Cup. Let's have a look at both lineups today. Firstly, for the home side, Rockdale City Suns in goals, David Radisevich, a back four of Patrick Chavor, Nicholas Petrillo, Lee Egger, and Jake Trakowski. Holding midfield of Sasa Matura and Idris Ilhafian. And a front four of Jonathan Grozdanovsky, Penny Nikas, Alec Yurasevsky, and Jordan Figon. Today's substitutions for Rockdale: Trent McKinahan, Alex Chanak, Nicola Taneski, Alex Malfara, and Max Ralston. And caretaker coach at the moment for Rockdale City Suns is Steve Zorich. Now to the visiting side, Sutherland Sharks. In goals, Anthony Bazanis. Back four of Blair Brown, Patrick O'Shea, Harry Sutherland, and Quinton Cheng. Holding midfield duo of Matteo Poliak and Jerry Skatardis. And a front four of Bay Antonio, Raul Bonet. Jordan Morfidis comes in for Jeremy Cox. And up top, Charles Locklingoy. Substitutes today for Terry Peloponnes' men. Number 18, Mitchell Evans, Brody Clarkson, Alexander Lopez, James Cull, and Jared Wiley. Of course, we just touched on the coach being Terry Peloponnes. Today's referee, Huss Joma. Assistant referees, Bradley Wright and Maddie Allen. And Sam Kelly is your fourth official. As we just had a minute's silence in the background for one of the Rockdale people who passed away during the week. We send our condolences to the family. See both captains, Idris Ilhafian, Matteo Poliak there. The coin toss. It does look as though the sides will play as they are. Rockdale City Suns will be running from left to right on your screen, whilst Sutherland Sharks will be running from right to left. And it will be Sutherland Sharks through Charles Lokalingoy and Raul Bonet to kick proceedings off here today at Illingdon Sports Centre. Super Sunday, as it's been dubbed, all games live and exclusive through the Football New South Wales channels, as they have been all year. And still that fifth spot up for grabs. Any number of three sides, Sydney United, Sydney Olympic, and even Mount Druitt Town Rangers with a big victory over Apia could force their way into that fifth spot today. Dare to dream, all three sides. Whilst both sides aren't in finals contention here at Illingdon Sports Centre, you can be assured of a fantastic clash as the referee blows time on. And here we go. First possession of the day through Cheng. Skatardis. Morfidis with his first touch. Sutherland long ball forward. Ilhafian. Sutherland pressing early on. Yurasevsky leaves it for Tchaikovsky. Goes to play the 1-2 down the line. It's Patrick O'Shea. Clears it away to safety for Sutherland. Jake Tchaikovsky to take the throw. Foul there on Sasa Matsura. Matteo Poliak, so first free kick of the afternoon in the first minute goes to Sutherland Sharks. Taken quickly by Blair Brown. It's Harry Sutherland now for the Sharks. Cyclonic weather all over Sydney over the last 48 hours. And the Botany Bay wind tunnel that is certainly spared us nothing of the sorts today. And it's Jordan Morphetus down the right-hand side looking to break towards the 18-yard box. Has Egger in front, cuts it back, but intercepted nicely there by El Hafyan. Tracking back, doing his job well for Steve Zorich. Punny Nickus there, trying to wrestle possession off Sutherland. And wrestle will be the operative word, concedes the free kick. Sharks now, long ball forward looking for Lokalingoi. Cleared by Trakowski. Brown with the head forward. Matsura. Yurosevsky with a nice first touch there, finding El Hafyan. Again shut down quickly inside there by the 7, Antonio. Egger. Shavor. Grozdanovsky. Egger now on ball for the Suns. El Hafyan looks to switch to play for Tchaikovsky. Does so nicely. The skipper. Nikas. Of course, we have seen Pani Nikas adjust in recent weeks with that number 10 role. Dropping a lot deeper. Get on the ball. A lot more touches for Steve Zorich. As always, look for him to feature prominently throughout the evening. Throwing taken by Chavor. Petrillo. As Lokalingoi in front of him. Goes inside to Nikas. El Hafyan. Balls will certainly need to be pinpoint today with this wind. Certainly not conducive to the ball being in the air. Lokalingoi. Petrillo. The Sutherland half. Of course, Charles Lokalingoi off to Hong Kong tonight for a season for 12 months. So we wish him well. It's been a good signing for Terry Palapanis. Coming into the side during the transfer window mid-season. He will certainly be missed next year, but we wish him well in Hong Kong. Skatardis fighting hard with El Hafyan. Loses out. And it's the Suns now through Yurosevsky. Again, Skatardis fighting to wing the ball back. One-two there from El Hafyan finding Tchaikovsky. Ball in behind looking for Grozdanovsky. He's flagged offside. First offside of the afternoon coming in the 6th minute. Searching ball forward. Perhaps asking a little too much there of Raubonnet. Progress scores from around the grounds. Lambert Park 10 minutes gone and it's already Sydney Olympic 2 leading Sydney FC 0. So they've started in red hot form. Have Olympic. Polyak with the head down. Antonio. Raubonnet. Matsura. Great vision there, picking out Grozdanovsky. Can chest it down. Cuts infield to Nikas. Hafyan. Again, the ball forward. Looking for Jurasevski in that hole. Sutherland can break in transition now. It's Antonio for the Sharks. Into the 18-yard box, a square ball across the face. In the end, cleared away by Shavor for Grozdanovsky. Still going, Jonathan Grozdanovsky. Quinton Cheng clearing up, though, for the Sharks. Bazanis with the ball forward. Matsura. Petrillo can't get away with it. And Lokalingoy gets around the keeper. Can he bury it? No, he hits the bottom of the post. Rob Bonet with a follow-up. Gets it across to Morphetus. And Jordan Morphetus, just like that, gives Sutherland the lead. Well, Rockdale failed to clear in that back third. Lokalingoy pounced on it. Saw his shot off the post. It recycled. Finally into the path of Jordan Morphetus, who made no mistake. And it's the visitors, Sutherland, who play from in front today, leading 1-0. And that's Jordan Morphetus' third goal of the season. Of course, coming in today for Jeremy Cox. Foul there on Antonio. Great early start for Terry Palapanis' side. Lokalingoy unlucky not to score there in the first offing. The ball did fall in the end nicely for Morphetus. Cool under pressure. There's nothing that David Bradisevich could do there to deny him. Lokalingoy to Cheng. Polyak. Skatardis has some room to move. Cuts inside looking for Raul Bonet. Switch of play now finding Antonio. Onto his right. Bay Antonio! Just wide there. Pleading to the referee that Bradisevich got a finger to it. Once again, Sutherland danger. Lurking in that top third in transition. Of course, by Antonio before his trip overseas. Was a former Rockdale City son himself, so as we see, players playing against their old sides, always up for the contest. He started the game in good fashion, the number 7. Bazanis. For Cheng on the far side. Chavor gets there first, concedes a throw. Updated score from Lambert Park, 15 gone, goals aplenty. Sydney Olympic 2 now leading Sydney FC 1. And no scores from around the other games at the moment. Ball in behind for Antonio once again. Coming out quickly though, Radicevic. To pinch it from the feet of Antonio. Jurasevski now. Brown gets the deflection back. Switch of play. Certainly need a lot of heat on it today in this win. Harry Sutherland doing well there to head it back to Bazanis. Of course, plenty of parts of Sydney Freezing temperatures over the last couple of days. At the moment it's 15 degrees here at Rockdale. Feels about 6, but the wind's about 55 kilometres an hour presently, so he's making conditions tough out there. Polyak. Lokalingoi. Presence that is up top for Sutherland. Strong on the ball. Still going, Charles Lokalingoi. Can square it up inside for Raul Benet. First there was Al-Hafian. Clears it away. Second ball in from Cheng. Nikas just doing enough there to send Polyak back. Because this game, whilst no finals repercussions, based on this result only a matter of weeks ago, both sides were certainly in the reckoning for the top 5. Speaking to both coaches pre-game, whilst they have been a little disappointed in not making the 5, plenty to come out of the season for both clubs as they look to build towards 2020. The games played earlier today in the under-20s. It was a 1-1 draw. Sutherland coming from behind to draw that one, whilst in the under-18s, Rockdale City Suns defeated Sutherland 2-0. Unfortunately for Rockdale in that under-18s, they miss out on the finals football by 1 goal. Whilst Sutherland and Rockdale have made the finals in the under-20s. So again, we wish both sides the best of luck in the coming weeks. Nikas. Grozdanovsky, nice chest down. Not a lot going forward. Chavor, back to Nikas, first time. To Egger. Petrillo. Al-Hafian. Run there by Antonio. Polyak. Again, Southern can break. Mofidis. This time, jostling with Egger. Egger winning out. Al-Hafian. Looking for Jurasevsky. Under pressure there from Sutherland. Still going Alec Jurasevsky. Does the Maradona. It's taken down. A good position. Prime real estate for this set piece for Rockdale. As we see Petrillo and Egger bomb forward. Looking for that far post run in. Will be Nikas and Jurasevsky over the ball. Up steps Nikas. Ball into the box. Cleared away for a corner there by O'Shea. Off he trots once again, Pani Nikas. Good to see him getting some more game time on the field. For Rockdale has had a tough couple of years with injuries. Nikas with the delivery in. Cleared away by Raul Benet. Beats Morfidis. Tchaikovsky tries to slide it in behind for Nikas. Again, Sutherland can break. Skatadis just can't get there first. Tchaikovsky. As Raul Benet happy to just watch it go over the sideline. Got us calling this round 22 clash for you. The battle of the Leader Cup. Into the 17th minute now, and it's Southern Sharks, if you're just joining us, 1. Leading Rockdale City Suns 0. Courtesy of an 8th minute strike to Jordan Mofidis. Matsura under pressure. Still going, Sasha Matsura. Rolls it out. Tchaikovsky. Brown comes across. Tchaikovsky just sorting out his shin guards there. Matsura. Tchaikovsky can't keep it in. Sutherland with the throw. Brown takes it. Lokalingoi tries to get it in the path of Ralbonnet first time. Can't do so. Goals are raining in at all grounds at the moment. 13 gone at Popondetta. It's Mount Druitt Town Rangers 1 leading up. You like Tigers 0. And Sydney United 58 FC 1 leading Manly United 0. So there are a couple of the scores around the grounds at the moment. Still some big clashes, of course, with just the one spot available for finals football. Three sides can still make it their own spot. Albonnet. Antonio skips around. Petrillo. The block there. Tchaikovsky. It's a safety there for the Suns. Of course, plenty going on in the coming weeks. Semi-final action culminating in the grand final on Saturday the 31st of August at Bankwest Stadium. It will be there across all three grades this year. Remains to be seen. Of course, Wollongong will get the week off being the premiers for 2019. And they will versus the winner of Apia versus Blacktown City. That game, of course, set in concrete at the moment. Just keep an eye on the Football New South Wales Facebook page and channels throughout the coming days for date and times of that contest. Nikas. Nikas just directing traffic at the moment. Petrillo. Yurosevsky cuts inside. Chavoy's to his left. Finds Egger. Sutherland compressing that middle third well at the moment. As we see the ball turned over. Chang. Skatadis. Mafidis. Shows a little too much of it there. Taken away by Chavor, but again it recycles. And Ralbonet's ball in behind almost. Catching Rockdale square there for Lokalingoi. Matsura. Figon. Coming a little deep to get into the play there, Jordan Figon. Of course, most people usually see him playing up top with his gloves. The irony today, such freezing conditions. He's not sporting those gloves. Lokalingoi turns. Morfidis in behind, as to Antonio, but quick off his line, Bradicevic. Just over 20 minutes played here at Illingdon Sports Centre, and it's Sutherland Sharks 1, still leading Rockdale City Suns 0. Matsura in behind, looking for Yurosevsky. Quickly flagged offside though. Bradley right there. Quick to have his flag up. Just fractionally offside. Nice and good running behind there by Yurosevsky. Of course, playing on the right. Loves to cut in onto his left. Mateo Polak turns it over there, and Rockdale now. Grozdanovsky just slicing his way in behind there. Matsura, though, ends up with the ball. Held up momentarily through Chang. Matsura can't maintain possession, but does fall nicely to Nikas. Just gets his compass all wrong there, Pani Nikas. Tough conditions today. Players acting as ball boys as well. I guess a Chavapi and a soft drink not enough for the young kids that brave the elements here at Rockdale. Antonio there looks to whip it in spectacular fashion forward. Jumps to his feet with a wry smile. Tchaikovsky short to El Hafian, the skipper. Petrillo forward for Figon. High foot there from Jurasevsky, play on. Advantage played by the referee. Ega has room to move. Nikas. Floating all over the place today, Pani Nikas. Lokalingoi. Slides it in behind for Antonio. You can see Steve Zorich barking orders from the sideline. Wants a little more urgency there from his defence. As that one sails into Botany Bay over our vantage point. Matsura down the line, running out of room. Figon. Alhafian. Nikas. Ega. Savor to his left. And Sutherland does well for the Sharks to win his side goal kick. 24.5 minutes played here at Rockdale. And Sutherland Sharks 1, leading Rockdale City Suns 0. Jordan Morphetus in the 8th minute. The only goal of the game at the moment. Tchaikovsky, Figon with the flick on. Polyak gets there. Tchaikovsky. El Hafian. Ega. Again, the ball forward. Just not holding up in these conditions today. Probably can hear the wind through our comms. Of course, these two sides playing for the Leader Cup. It's the local newspaper. They play for a trophy every year between Rockdale and Sutherland. And at the moment, it's Sutherland's for the taking after that first game in round 11 was 1-1. Tchaikovsky. Rolbenet. Under pressure there, taken away by Matsura. Nikas. Tchaikovsky to his right. Matsura rolls it out to Chavor. Patrick Chavor now tries to beat Morphetus, swings it in for Jurasevsky, and just can't get his head over the top of that. Claiming hands in the back there by Blair Brown. Referee waves away the protests. Polyak. Brown gives it away. Matsura. Jurasevsky. Intercepted there by Polyak, and it's Sutherland through Lokalingoi now. 4-on-2. Morphetus. Cuts inside. Young JJ Morphetus. Onto his left again. Can he make it two? No, he can't. Just wide. Well, again, Rockdale almost getting caught in transition. It was 4-on-2, but the speed from Lokalingoi and Morphetus inches wide from 2-0. Yusevski gets too much on it for Trojkovski. Brown with the throw. Antonio, the 1-2 by Antonio now. Lokalingoi once again goes to turn. Petrillo, Albonay on his bike. Just can't keep it in. Well, the 1-2 little triangles working at the moment for Sutherland and Terry Palapanis' side. Brown heads it down for Bazanis. That's another one of the great goalkeepers in the competition. Anthony Bazanis had that injury early on in the season. Missed quite a lot of games. Good to see him back though, finishing the season off strongly. Anthony Bazanis. Matsura. To take the ball into that front third off Sutherland. Morphetus working hard though. Gives up the free kick. Nikas goes to take it quickly, but it was never going to happen there with Morphetus and Matsura standing in each other's faces. Whilst the referee came in to move things along. And it will be Pani Nikas to swing it in for Rockdale. Head away by Polyak. Only as far as Trojkovski. His ambitious attempt is well wide of Anthony Bazanis' goal. Half an hour gone here at Rockdale. Sutherland Sharks 1. Leading Rockdale City Suns 0. Those of you just joining us, it was Jordan Morphetus in the 8th minute. He strike the difference between the two sides at the moment. Got us calling this one for you today here at Illingdon Sports Centre. Final round of the regular season, round 22. How quickly it's come and gone. Seems like yesterday the live streams, the announcement was put out there on social media. All games live in 2019, and here we are, round 22 already. Cheng overlapping. Thinks it in behind Chavor for Morphetus. Egger. Nikas can't keep it in. There's Bay Antonio. Steps across to take this corner for Sutherland. Interesting to see how the delivery in is. Of course, the wind going against Sutherland in this first half. The ball into the box, looking for the header from Sutherland. Cleared to safety by Rockdale as far as Polyak. Antonio whips it in. Cleared away by Petrillo. Sutherland in the back there of Egger. Free kick taken quickly by Rockdale. Savor. Hafyan. Nikas. Good first touch football there from Rockdale. Trillo. Lokalingoi lurking. Need to be careful there at the back, Rockdale. Hafyan. Looking for Grozdanovsky in behind. Cheng, can he get there first? The defender does well. Away to safety. Nikas. Figon. Grozdanovsky. In fact, that was Matsura with a shot, the block. Lokalingoi. Surrounded there by 6 red shirts nonetheless. The Sharks certainly making it difficult at the moment. Compressing their middle third the way they have. Not a great deal of room at the moment for Rockdale. Almost like a 4-1-4-1 defensively for Rockdale. Nikas. Tchaikovsky hugging the sideline. Brown gets there first. Yurosevsky looks to hold off O'Shea. Ball in for Figon. Just overruns it there, Jordan Figon. Allows Bazanis to scoop it up. Progress scores from around the grounds. We'll read through all of them at the moment. 39 gone at Lambert Park. Sydney Olympic 2 leading Sydney FC 1. And Popondetta half an hour gone. Mount Druitt 1. Apia Leichhardt 1. At Edenza Sports Centre, Sydney United 2 leading Manly United 1. Hakoah and Blacktown City still 0-0, as is Wollongong Wolves and Marconi Stallions. So at the moment, the way things are, Sydney United are in 5th spot on 33 points, Olympic on 32. Under pressure is Bratisevich. So as long as Sydney United claim all 3 points, they will grab that 5th spot and match up against Marconi next week. What a battle that'd be. Figon beats 1, beats 2. Polyak holding up, waiting for Brown to come and help. Wins the free kick. Good work there by Jordan Figon. He's isolated there in the corner. He's worked tirelessly over the last 15 or 20 minutes off the ball, dropping back, trying to get as many touches on the ball end of possession as possible. Dangerous set piece now for Sutherland to defend. Yurosevsky over it. Long ball in, looking for Matsura. Bazanis, infringement there on the goalkeeper. As they look to break quickly through Cheng. Grozdanovsky helping back with some defensive duties there. Sutherland's ball down the line looking for Mafidis. Can't keep it in. Nikas. Hafyan. Tchaikovsky just once again hugging the sideline looking for the ball. Again they go infield for Yurosevsky. Under pressure there from O'Shea. Does well, Alec Yurosevsky. Beautiful ball over the top. Once again, Rockdale offside. Grozdanovsky just couldn't check his run. Lovely vision from Yurosevsky though. Bazanis. one person who won't be uncomfortable in the conditions. Ball at feet is Anthony Bazanis. Of course, represented New South Wales at junior level as an outfield player. And we have used that in past comms, but those of you that haven't heard that one before, so great skill at the feet and distribution from Bazanis. Lokalingoi. Antonio gets onto his left. Tried to pick out the far post. In the end, shut down well by Egger. Just as he picked that far post out. The angle was taken him away from him by Egger. Slow to his feet, Petrillo. Just keep an eye on him over the next couple of minutes, see how that movement is for him. Yurusevski. Figon leaves it for Tchaikovsky. Fighting hard, Skatardis wins it for Sutherland. Chang now. I need to go over the top there for Mafidis. Free kick to Sutherland in the centre of the park. Tchaikovsky just as he was running back into position. Bowled over, looked like Skatardis. Speaking of Jerry Skatardis, I've heard that there's some A-League clubs circling for him. We've had an interest in him over the last couple of months, so a wonderful talent is Jerry Skatardis. Certainly wouldn't be out of place in an A-League squad. Lokalingoi. Chavot there, twisting and turning. Lokalingoi. Cheng, back to Lokalingoi. They do well there, Rockdale, defensively. Brown. Deflection there from Yurusevski. Falls to Antonio though, skips around Tchaikovsky by Antonio up towards the 18-yard box. Slips at the wrong time. And Rockdale now can play out through Nikas, up over the halfway line, tracked back by Rolbene. Al-Hafian. Egger. Ball in behind, finding Chavot. Ball in the box, first time there by Yurusevski. And the save by Bazanis. Ball in there by Savor. Found its way across to Yurusevski. Pulled out the save from the custodian in Bazanis. Lokalingoi. Mafidis now. Skatardis twists and turns and has a shot from distance. Jerry Skatardis! What a wonderful strike from the number 22. Well, they stood off him there, Jerry Skatardis. And from distance, he picked out the bottom corner, the right-hand corner of David Bradisevich. And Sutherland 2 lead Rockdale 0. That's Jerry's third goal of the campaign. We have seen him with some wonderful strikes this year. A player that we only mentioned moments earlier on the radar of some A-League clubs. They are circling at the moment. And like a shark in waters, they'll be circling more now. Great strike there, Jerry. Big on there with O'Shea. Away by O'Shea. Nikas. Into the 18-yard box now. Pani Nikas. Only has Jurasevsky inside the box. Tries to get it across there. Corner conceded by Sutherland. Harry, that is. It's been spoken about throughout the year how great Sutherland are. Counter football, transition football. They lead 2-0 as we approach the halftime mark here at Illingdon Sports Centre. Nikas. Delivery in. Looking for the head there from Egger. He just can't get enough on it. Certainly not the power. He would have liked to have troubled Bazanis. Quick distribution there from the custodian. Skitardis. Tracks in field, looking for support. Finds it in Lokalingoi. Morphetus to his right. If he can get the ball there. Jordan Morphetus. Lokalingoi. Morphetus. Lokalingoi! There's a shot straight at Bradasevic. Probably fell a little too easy for him then. Charles Lokalingoi. Rockdale certainly don't want to concede another one approaching half-time. The way this first half has panned out, you would expect them trailing 3-0 if they were to concede a third. Will certainly be a amount too hard to climb for them today in these conditions. Certainly played well in this first half. Against the wind as well. Hafjan. Krasdanovsky tries to head into the path of Jurasevsky. Polyak away to safety. Egger. Savor does well to keep it in. Patrick Savor. Nikas. Jurasevsky. For Savor. Alhafian. Nikas. Egger into the box looking for Nikas. Cleared away by O'Shea. Nikas. Square ball in. Falls to the feet of Antonio. Matsura chasing back, trying to help out and win it back. In the end, called back for that infringement. No advantage to Sutherland. We're into time added on here at Illingdon Sports Centre. We haven't seen a board, so we can't tell you how long left in this first half. As we're now into the second minute, I would say probably just the 2 minutes. That is a guess, though. Bazanis. The idea was right there, not the execution, but that will be all that we'll see in this first half of action here at Illingdon Sports Centre. And it's the visiting side, Sutherland Sharks 2, who lead Rockdale City Suns 0. Goals to Sutherland in the 8th minute to Jordan Morphetus. And a wonderful strike in the 42nd minute to Jerry Skitardis. Gives Terry Parnas's men a 2-0 lead. Also leading the Leader Cup at the moment. Have one hand on it. There's still a big 45 minutes to come in this second half. We'll take a short break, come back with all the action, as well as all the scores from around the grounds. Keep you abreast of what's happening in all other games being played today on Super Sunday in the NPL 1 New South Wales men's competition. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Illingdon Sports Centre for the commencement of the second half. As the players and officials filter their way out onto the park. If you missed the action in the first half, Sutherland Sharks 2 lead Rockdale City Suns 0. 8th minute strike to Jordan Morphetus. And Jerry Skatardis with a wonderful strike. About 25 out in the 42nd minute to double the lead for the visitors. Of course, both sides not going to feature in finals football, but looking to finish off the season with a big win and all 3 points. Will just fall short outside of the 5 this year, both Sutherland and Rockdale. Just wait for the officials to get into their place. Rockdale get things underway now. O'Shea with the ball forward. Just give you an update of the scores from around the grounds. 50 minutes gone. It's Sydney Olympic 2 leading Sydney FC 1. Half-time at Popondetta Park. Mount Druitt 1, RP Leichhardt Tigers 1. I believe Chris Payne was the goal scorer there, so he's now equal in the Golden Boot race with Thomas James on 21 goals. Half-time at Adenza Park, Sydney United 2 leading Manly United 1. Just into the second half, Hakoah 0, Blacktown City 0. And down at Wynn Stadium, Wollongong 0, Marconi 0. So as things are at the moment, it will be Sydney United who make the finals. Of course, that can change in the second half of the contest. We'll certainly keep you on top of all the scores. So we get back to action here now. Illingdon Sports Centre. Egger on the ball, pressed by Lokalingoi. First time away there from Bradisevich. Of course, don't forget, this week coming up the semi-finals. So keep an eye on the Football New South Wales social media handles and channels for what games will be played, at what days, at what venues. And Jurasevsky here, 30 with himself. Opportunity to pull one back. Can't find the back of the net. Rolbenet. Egger gets there, kicks it away from him. This time it's Skatardis. Savor. We have seen a half-time substitution for Rockdale. So Trent McClenaghan has come on for Nicholas Petrillo. Of course, Petrillo was hobbling in that first half, so it appears as though he's succumbed to injury. So a like-for-like substitution for Steve Zorich in the second half. Al-Hafian plays it short with Nikas. Mitsura still going. Cheng down the line for Albernay. Egger gets there first. Polyak. Albernay. Just does enough to send it wide for Lokalingoi. Of course, Charles is off to Hong Kong this evening. I believe he's on an 11 o'clock flight. So we wish him well in his next sojourn in football on a 12-month contract in Hong Kong. No doubt the talent that he is, we will see him back in Australia sooner rather than later, hopefully in the A-League for him. Here he is now, Lokalingoi. Can run it, Trakowski. Still going, cuts it back. And just like that, it's 3-0. Bay Antonio. Well, some fabulous work down the left-hand side there from Lokalingoi. They squared it up for Antonio. Under pressure. A beautiful turn and drag. Calmly slots it away past the outstretched hand of David Bradisevich. And Sutherland Sharks look like they're headed for a big victory today here at Illingdon Sports Centre. They lead Rockdale 3-0. So Bay Antonio gets his name on the team sheet today, the score sheet, with his second of the year. They've certainly looked hungry today, Sutherland, off that big victory last week against Sydney FC. That 4-0 victory at Lambert Park. Back to winning ways. Continued on where they've left off. Savour. Hegger. Yurusevsky just tries to find the feet there of Figon. Instead found Sutherland. You can see today Sutherland not pressing high, but when they do it at speed. It's Matura though for Rockdale. See a substitution for Rockdale. So that'll be their second of the afternoon. And it will be Jonathan Grozdanovsky coming off for Nikola Taneski. Steve Zorich goes to his bench early in the second half. Trying to change things up. Find a way back into this contest. Taneski. Savour. Still no changes from around the grounds, so we'll keep an eye on the scores for you. At the moment, it will be Sydney United who pick up that 5th spot. Plenty of time left in all the games to change that scenario. El Hafyan now. Ralbanet holds him up. Figon plays it short for Yurusevsky. O'Shea with the clearance, only as far as Nikas. Egger. Savour keeps it in. Cheng presses hard there. Concedes the throw. Nikas. Skatardis. Like a terrier. Never goes away, Jerry Skatardis. Coach's delight he would be. Egger. Infield. Yurusevsky goes down. Nothing in it. Played out by Rockdale. Nikas. Getting the long ball forward for Yurusevsky. Keep it in. Taneski. Matsura. Tried to just jink his way around Harry Sutherland there. Taken down. Rockdale certainly need to make something of this set piece if they are to get their way back into this contest. Trailing 3-0 at the moment. Well, Gotts calling all the action for you across the Football New South Wales channels today. A very cold Illingdon Sports Centre. Botany Bay blowing a gale behind us. Up steps Nikas. Shot on goal. Bazanis does well. You can see the ball move there with the wind. It's Rockdale again though. Just can't measure the cross in for the head of Taneski. Beats everybody for a Sutherland goal kick. Scores remain as they are around the ground. Sutherland will finish in 7th spot on 28 points. It's a fabulous return that would be for Terry Palapanis after the start to the season. But they had luck, certainly wasn't on their side, nor was the injury toll midway through. They certainly bounced out of it on the other side and are finishing the season strongly. Side that what we've seen over the last couple of weeks, some of the top 5 sides will be happy not to be coming up against in finals football this year. El Hafyan. Figon. Brown all over him. Concedes a free kick. Taken quickly. Nikas. Savor. The switch. Cheng comes across. The ball in by Savor. Cheng over the top for Mafidis. Again, Sutherland can break through JJ Mafidis. Skatardis looks to slide it in behind El Hafyan. Falls nicely still though for Jordan Mafidis. Keeps it in. Measures his ball in. And McClanahan to safety for Rockdale. Just as Antonio was lurking for his second of the afternoon. May have some time added on in this second half with no ball boys in play. Sutherland have been very slick moving forward today. Can they find a fourth? The ball in. Far post looking for Lokalingoi. The deflection. And another corner to Sutherland. Pani Nikas pleading to the referee that it was a goal kick. They go short. Raul Benet. This time it's Yurisiewski with a block. The Sharks with their third corner in quick succession. Skatardis has Benet short. Looks like they'll just drag out the defenders this time in Nikas and Yurisiewski. Ball whipped in, far post ball. Lovely ball it was. In by Jerry Skatardis. Just no one on that far post. David Bradisevich certainly with a sigh of relief when that beat all the players. Taneski in field for Matsura. Turns it over. Polyak. Brown forward for Antonio. Gets Lokalingoi interested. The switch of play for Raul Benet. Mufidis. Again, JJ Mufidis dinking his way up towards the 18-yard box. Antonio now. Says, where can I go? Lokalingoi says, give it to me, son. Big Charles. It's back to Brown. Good possession football, but they turn it over in the centre of the park through Matsura now. Taneski. Sutherland coming across to defend him. Taneski squares it up for Nikas as he's about to pull the trigger there. El Hafyan. Nikas. No way through at the moment for Rockdale. Jurasevski. Nikas, the 1-2. Alek Jurasevski. Just that first touch a little too heavy. Sutherland survive. 14 minutes gone in the second half. And it's the Sharks 3 leading Rockdale City Suns 0. Updated scores from around the grounds. They still remain the same. Sydney Olympic 2 leading Sydney FC 1. Mount Druitt and Apia 1-1. Sydney United 2 leading Man United 1. And no score at Hakoah versus Blacktown or Wollongong versus Marconi Stallions. So still it's Sydney United in that 5th spot at the moment. Lokalingoi. Antonio. Dispossessed in the centre of the park. Falls nicely though for Skatardis. The step over. Cuts inside. Antonio, first time. Out to Mafidis. Oh, not the greatest of deliveries in there by JJ Mafidis. And now Rockdale can turn defence into attack. Jurasevski gets caught by Mafidis. Antonio. Lokalingoi. Rockdale need to be careful here. Need to show some fight, some interest. Well, this 3-0 scoreline could really blow out in this back end of the second half for them. Skatardis now. Plenty of room to move. Jerry Skatardis. The step overs. The 1, the 2. Taken down by McClenaghan in a good tackle. Antonio now fighting with Nikas. Nikas wins that battle. Tchaikovsky. Skatardis. Well, he's done well there, Jerry Skatardis. But not in illegal fashion, says the referee, Hastroma. As we see, Alexander Lopez on the sideline. No boards in place today, so we just may well be Jordan Morphetus who's coming off, and it will be. A good shift from Jordan Morphetus today. Gets high fives and hugs from the gaffer in Terry Palapanis. A switch of play. Tchaikovsky just tug of the shirt, concedes the free kick on the far side. Round 22 action today here at Illingdon Sports Centre. Amazing to see and think how quickly this season has come and gone. Finals football next week. Super Sunday, all games kicking off at 3 p.m. At the moment it's Sydney United clinging onto that 5th spot. Tchaikovsky down the line for Jurasevski. McClenaghan infield. Tchaikovsky. Nikas just slides it across to Egger under pressure from Lopez. It's Antonio now. The drag. And Matsura wins possession for Rockdale. Savour. Nikas under pressure from Benet, does well. First time, the 1-2 there with El Hafyan. Taneski, again. First time ball for Nikas. Polyak reads it well. Sutherland, away. Unconvincing style, but to safety nonetheless there by Harry Sutherland. El Hafyan. Nikas. running in that midfield at the moment for Rockdale. Sutherland look hungry though. Skitadis. Lopez cuts inside. Beating one, can't beat two. Upended, play on. Nikas with the ball, up over the halfway line now. Punny Nikas for the Suns. Polyak, all his experience and guile, just doing enough there to hold off Matsura. Albane. And this time it's a shift to the left through Cheng. Almost pickpocketed there. Skitadis. Free kick for the infringement though. It just joined us. It's Sutherland Sharks. 3 leading Rockdale City Suns nil. Goals to Jordan Morphetus, Jerry Skitadis and Bay Antonio. So on the back of their 4-0 victory last week over Sydney FC, Sutherland finishing the season strongly. Plenty of positive signs to take out of the year for Terry Palpanis moving into 2020. Hager. McClanahan. Tchaikovsky. Under pressure there from Antonio. And the former Sun sees the throw. This time it's Lokalingoi. Charles Lokalingoi. Up towards the 18-yard box. Gets a deflection. And wins the corner. Well, the first goal for Sutherland today. Lokalingoi hits the post. Ball recycles across to Morphetus. Unselfishly through Ralbane. Make it 1-0. And of course, he did all that work and the assist for the third goal for Bay Antonio. So you wouldn't begrudge Charles Lokalingoi a goal today. His final appearance before he flies out for a season in Hong Kong. The delivery in. Looking for the header from Sutherland. Beats everybody but not El Hafian. Skitadis. Fights hard. Well, he's one of my favourite players to watch, Jerry Skitadis. Plenty of mongrel in him. Doesn't give an inch out there. Swings it in, looking for Sutherland. The tip away by Radosevich. More pressure on Rockdale. Time it'll be Antonio. Ambles across to take this for Sutherland. Again, you can see Albane going short just to drag out a couple of defenders. Taneski and Savor. Near post balling, no one there for Sutherland. Cleared away by Tchaikovsky. Midway through this second half. Sutherland on top. Can Rockdale find a way back in this contest? Of course, the final game of the season for these two sides, round 22. They'll both just fall short of finals football. Playing for the Leader Cup today. Progress scores from around the ground. Sydney Olympic 3 now leads Sydney FC 1. And Mount Druitt 2 lead Apia Tigers 1. And Sydney United still leading Manly United 2-1. Antonio with a flick. Straight into the path of Hafian. Matsura. Switch for Savor. Nice ball in behind for Nikas. How's Ralbane riding his coattail there? Has to hold it up. Fig on. Taneski with a header. Nikas. Matsura. Some tight quarters at the moment, but Sutherland really marshalling that centre third, not allowing a way in. Of course, playing in the second half with the wind at their backs. Ball forward for Lokalingoi. Chested down, but only as far as Nikas. Tchaikovsky to his right. Ball's taken away, and again, Sutherland in transition. Lokalingoi squares it up across. The ball cleared off the line there by Savour. Well, the square ball across, the face ball, not dealt with by Bratisevic. Finally, the safety by Savour. Once again, Skatatis. For Sutherland. Goes short. Shot straight at Bratisevic there. Jurasevsky can't get it down enough to maintain possession, but did enough to win the throw. Hafyan. Of course, plenty on in the coming week ahead, with semi-finals starting and plenty of other things in the offing for Football New South Wales. Stay tuned to the channels. As Charles Lokalingoi now can make it 4-0 for Sutherland. Slides it in behind and into the back of the net. Charles Lokalingoi. Well, he deserved that goal. Big Charlie. And that's the fourth of the afternoon for Sutherland. And a nice departing gift for coach Terry Palapanis as he boards a flight to Hong Kong tonight. Sutherland 4, lead Rockdale 0. That's Charles' 7th goal of the season. See another substitution for Rockdale. And it'll be Jordan Figon coming off for Alex Chanak. So another big victory here on the back of their 4-0 victory last week. Sutherland 4-0 they lead now. Taneski. Cheng wins it for Sutherland. Ball infield, won by Savour. Gets there first. Chanak. See another substitution for the Sharks. And it will be Blair Brown coming off for Brody Clarkson. Done well on the left today. Blair Brown ostensibly up against Alec Jurasevsky. He's a big danger anytime. Certainly held his own against the number 7. Has Blair Brown. Savour. McClanahan now.
Halfyan for Tchaikovsky. Matsura. Just can't find a way through this Sutherland defence today. Rockdale, Nikas, Jurasevsky, Taneski, onto his right. The block there by Sutherland. Lopez wins it, only as far as Taneski. Chanak cuts inside. Nothing doing there. Pass there from Sutherland, a little too heavy for Skotadis. Matsura. Nikas. Taneski. Lopez fighting hard, but falls to El Halfyan. Jurasevsky tries to drag it there. Taken by Sutherland. This win certainly feels like it's picked up. El Halfyan into the box now. Can he find a target? Squares it up for Alex Chanak. He shot sails wide. Into the final 15 minutes of this contest. Season winding down for both sides in contrasting styles. Sutherland Sharks headed for a big victory today, leading 4-0 over Rockdale City Suns. A full 5 points short on finals football. Just didn't have that luck in the middle part of the season. But a good return for Terry Palapanis this year. Bazanis looking for Lopez. Heger gets there. El Halfyan. Nikas. Jurasevsky. In behind. Clarkson gets there. Concedes the throw. Will Gotts calling all the action for you today here at Illingdon Sports Centre. Round 22 of the NPL New South Wales Men's 1 competition between Rockdale City Suns and Sutherland Sharks. And Sutherland at the moment with a commanding 4-0 victory in sight. The head forward and the goal by Alec Jurasevsky. He pulls one back. And it's now Sutherland 4, leading Rockdale 1. Will be Alex, 9th of the season. Ever reliable as always for the Suns. But defensively at times just haven't been up to it, with some heavy losses throughout 2019. And it's certainly something that Steve Zoric and the Rockdale City Suns will be looking to shore up in 2020. Matsura. Rockdale with a throw. Jurasevsky. Chanak. Lopez. Egger. Still going, Lee Egger. Taken down. And Patrick O'Shea there goes into the book. May well be the first yellow, from my recollections anyway, of the afternoon to Patrick O'Shea. Fabulous run there by Lee Egger. Just jinked his way through a retreating defence. In the end, O'Shea took him down as he was steaming up and in towards that 18-yard box. Almost certainly would have been one-on-one with Anthony Bazanis. But it'll be Penny Nikas. Can he find a second for Rockdale? Upstairs, Nikas. The shot into the wall. They're doing their job there. Skatadis still going down the line. He'll chase all the way. Some pressure on Bradicevic. Halfyan. Ball forward for Jurasevski. A little too much heat on that one, even in this wind. As Rockdale win the ball now. And it's Jurasevski makes it 4-2. Well, Mateo Polyak just got caught out there in the centre of the park. Quickly recycled, returned into the feet of Alec Jurasevski. And in quick succession, he grabs 2. Rockdale grabbed 2. And it's 4-2. Just got a Sutherland play down at the moment. That is by Antonio. Good to see some fight from Rockdale in this one. Of course, travelling 4-0 down. Not a lot in sight as Chanak gets a yellow. Plays back underway here at Rockdale. It's Sutherland 4, leading Rockdale 2. Alec Jurasevski with a brace. Cheng. Looking for Lokalingoi. Locking arms there with Egger. Still going Charles. So strong on the ball. Unlucky not to win a corner there, Lokalingoi. A lot more up tempo. Rockdale to finish this contest in the final 10 minutes now. Bit under 7 minutes left to play. Sutherland 4 leading Rockdale City Suns 2. Tchaikovsky. Taneski over there just trying to find Chanak. Bazanis slips but still gets it downfield for Lopez.
scores from around the grounds. Approaching full time at Sydney Olympic 3, leading Sydney FC 1. Mount Druitt 2, leading Apia 1. Sydney United have scored a third, so they're leading Manly 3-1. In the 87th minute, Blacktown 1, leading Hakoah 0. And Wollongong Wolves 1, leading Marconi 0. So as it stands, it will be Apia versus Blacktown next week. And the head there, what a goal from Bay Antonio. And he makes it 5. Well, can't even take our eye off the action here at Illingdon Sports Centre to update you with what's going on around the grounds. Bay Antonio, though, has picked up his second of the afternoon. And it's Sutherland Sharks 5, now leading Rockdale City Suns 2. And with the last passage of play in the game, he makes way by Antonio. And in his place is young Jared Wiley for the final 5 minutes. Well, a comprehensive win it will be for Sutherland. Although good to see Rockdale pinch a couple goals late on here to salvage something from the contest. The Leader Cup will certainly be going to Sutherland Sharks in 2019. 6-3 on aggregate as it stands after the first game was drawn 1-1 in round 11 this year. So as it stands, the Premiers, Wollongong Wolves, will have next weekend off. And it will be Apia taking on Blacktown City. And Sydney United up against Marconi. So with Sydney United winning and Wollongong defeating Marconi, the semi-final will be held at Sydney United Sports Centre, not Marconi, because it will be United who finish in 4th spot and Marconi will finish in 5th spot. Of course, Marconi resting some players today ahead of next week's fixture. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of lineup they put out onto the field today against Wollongong. Against same for Wollongong with the rest. Nikas from distance, the block. Recycles out to El Hafian. Nikas once again. Savor just trailing foot out there to try and keep it in. Does enough on it. El Hafian, the delivery in. Sutherland with the clearance. As Nikas runs back. Nikas under pressure from Lopez. As the sun starts to set here at Rockdale. Freezing conditions. Up here on the scaffold at Illingdon Sports Centre. Beanies are plenty today, as well as gloves in this venue. No doubt around many of the footballing venues in Sydney. Chanak taken down. Nika says, where's the advantage? He said, well, the referee was of the opinion the advantage was taken away. But it's Chanak now. Delivers it into the far post. Wiley. Just downfield. Okalingo just happy to watch it. Gain further traction with that tailwind. Chanak. Alex Chanak
Taneski. Can he find an opening? No, he can't. Cheng with the clearance. Nikas forward. Wiley. Lokalingoi has Raoul Benet to his left. Well, he took the wrong option there, Charles. It's Gataris to his right, but opened. All Aloneson was Raoul Benet. It won't matter in the end of the result, though, today. Zurishevsky's caught offside. As we approach full time, the 90-minute mark here at Illingdon Sports Centre. Mulgotsis calling this one for you today. It's been a pleasure. Sutherland Sharks rounding off a very good season. But for a little luck in that mid part of the season, they could be playing finals football. But a big 4-0 victory last week over Sydney FC. And currently leading this one 5-2. Terry Palapanis will be happy. Plenty to build on and work with moving forward into the off-season. At Seymour Shaw. Taneski. Has Clarkson in front of him. Still going, Nicola Taneski. Clarkson concedes the corner on the far side. Again, we don't have any boards here today at Rockdale, so we can't tell you how long's left in time added on. Maybe 3 or 4 minutes from my recollection. Savour. He'll get it back into the mixer. Looking for Chanak. Lopez helping out defensively. Once again, Lokalingoi just happy to save his legs. Still need to... Egger does well to keep it in. Away by Sutherland. Egger once again. The switch of play, looking for Taneski. Wiley just does enough to put him off. Clarkson with the ball. Long ball forward for Lokalingoi. Heads it towards Raoul Benet. Nikas wins the possession. Chanak back to Nikas. Of course, we wish both sides and clubs the very best in the off-season. Look forward to seeing you again in 2020 for NPL New South Wales Men's One action. Players moving around in the off-season. Charles Lokalingoi off to Hong Kong tonight, so good luck to you, Charles. And some feelers around for Jerry Skatardis in the A-League, so if that's where you end up, I look forward to following your career from afar. Hello to your dad, John. I'm sure he's watching today, this contest. Savour. Raoul Benet. Leclenahan once again as this game starts to wind down. A warm shower's never looked so appealing to these two sides like this one tonight. Plenty of goals, plenty of action. Tough conditions, one must say. Nikas. Chanak. As the referee, Hus Joma, blows full time here at Illingdon Sports Centre in this round 22 clash of the NPL New South Wales Men's One competition. And it will be the visiting side, Sutherland Sharks 5, who've defeated Rockdale City Suns 2. The goal scorers today for Sutherland Sharks. Brace to Bay Antonio, one to Jordan Mafidis, one to Charles Lokalingoi, one to Jerry Skatardis. Whilst for Rockdale City Suns, a brace to Alec Urasevsky. After trailing 4-0, they did pull it back to 4-2. 3-goal buffer was restored in the end by Bay Antonio, his last play of the game. One must say, a comprehensive victory to Terry Palapanis' men
today here at Rockdale. They go home winners, 5-2, and with that, they take out the Leader Trophy. It's been a pleasure calling this one for you. Will got us in the bike today. Look forward to catching up with you in the coming weeks on the NPL New South Wales and Facebook Football New South Wales live streams. But for now, Sutherland go home with back-to-back victories to end the season. They win this one 5-2.